chemical people down in Middletown. And you see this morning's paper, it was in this morning's paper. To give you an idea of what was going on, the question that I asked down there, if you couldn't hear it too much on the TV, was there an air handling unit in the plant? That's a question I asked the safety coordinator there. And he looked at me and then he said, you know, that was a very good question. Now, here's what I think. It was the cold air, the gas was down in the bottom here. The gas was settling down the bottom. It was a cold air day. The reason why I asked that question, because if you started an air handling unit in there, could have it possibly caused to help out the explosion? Thank you. Now we'll go on to something else. And we'll leave that up to the safety committees and let them...
the safety committee and OSHA are still there.
No.
And the fire department and the police department have finished their investigation.
Okay.
But I was on the news the other day that OSHA and the safety committee are still continuing their parts of the investigation.
Okay. Now they're talking about certain ways to do purging the lines and everything else. So I drew up a schematic this morning here in front. You can see it on camera here. I'll go through some of the details through it quickly because I'm not going to make a statement or a testimony till I talk to my mechanical and my electrical engineer friends that will help me to get the right composure of what you see there on camera. To give you an idea, it looks complicated there, but it's simple. And the best I can explain it to you right now, what I'm shooting for, if a lot of you people in Waterbury have gas stoves, gas furnaces, and you know the control system on that, this is just on a larger scale. The differential here is that you're going to have these explosion-proof canisters on the outside of the plant instead of 100 feet away from the plant, going through a 3-inch pipe, 3-inch pipe. And then you'll see that some of the light that's lit off there, and the pilot lit off there up 50 feet in the air. And then way down the end, you'll see that there's a big canister to hold and store a lot of this gas. Now, the only thing wrong with my process to then, it's going to take longer. This operation, by the time mechanical engineers and electrical engineers get done with the process that I just brought up, possibly could cost $1 million, but it may save $1 billion, it may save lives. And that's always been my whole goal ever since I've ever worked in the power company. Safety first, the men first, and the material and the job second. No matter how safe you try to be, the longer you're in the job, the more you're familiar with a job, there's always a chance for error. The judge in the first meeting that we went to, Judge Nevis, I think is it?
Yeah, Nevins.
Judge
Alan
Nevis.
Nevins.
Judge Alan Nevis
right.
said, you know, what can we do to prevent something like this again? It's pretty hard to say that you can prevent anything like this again or ever happening, because in construction jobs, when you're in construction jobs, you never know what's going to happen. On my 34th year in CL&P, ready to get out of the company, I almost got myself killed by blowing hot water on electricity. In 1986,